What life lessons would you say you've learned from playing the game and then also from coaching the game?
Yeah, I think first of all is how to relate to people that don't look like you or don't come from the same background as you. That's the biggest life lesson I think that I've learned. That's why I love football. I think football teaches you a lot of other things. How to be resilient, right? How to work within the confines of structure and team, and to sacrifice from some personal things for the betterment of the whole, which I think is the basis of being a great father, right? I have to give up some things that maybe I would like to do so that my whole family can be better, that my wife can be better. And so you learn those things. You learn how to deal with, heartache. Losing football games sometimes, it's hard to look at kids when they've given you everything they got and then it didn't work out and they're just like distraught. But we always come back to that. Hey, did we do everything we could? Did we give all we got? Then we don't have anything to regret.
It is. What's been the hardest part about becoming a coach for you?
It's funny. That's a great question. The thing that's hardest is you went from the NFL, playing in the NFL for 16 years. And really, to be honest, in the NFL, what the NFL affords you to do is an opportunity to stay young-minded. Like, at the end of the day, what you need to do is handle your job. Be good at your job. What does your job require? Do that. Do that really, really well, whatever that job is, okay? And know that my teammates are going to do the same thing. Now, all of a sudden, you go from that and you retire, and 3 months later, you're coaching a high school football team that 85% of those kids have no dad at home, and all of a sudden, you went from having to worry just about your little area to now I got 100 kids that I need to make sure are going to class, getting the food that they need, learning our offensive playbook, making sure that they're doing the right things in the hallways. You become responsible for 100 people as opposed to you're just one little box. So I think that's the biggest. It's a paradigm shift is what it is, how your mind works, and you're responsible to, you're not responsible for those 100 young men.
And you've just been able to welcome that challenge.
Yeah, I've had great teachers and mentors that have prepared me for that and continue to walk with me in that, and that understanding of what it really takes to be a leader of young men and men.
Being coaching at the NFL level, which you also have done with the Cowboys, what have you taken away from that helps you as a head coach as well?
Yeah, I just think, it was something I kind of knew because as a quarterback, one of the things that, people said when I took the job at Waxahachie, and I came from Washington State, I coached up there for 3 years, came down, took a job in Texas. The Texas coaches weren't very happy, because you're not a Texas high school football coach. And I literally had coaches to my face say, you can't coach down here. You don't know how to coach Texas high school football. Well, one of the things about being a quarterback in the NFL is you are a coach. And so I learned a lot playing for 16 years about coaching, but then actually coaching for the Cowboys last year, what I figured out was how much of the, planning that goes into everything that you have to pull off at the pro level, not just playing on Sundays, but how do you do training camp, how practice works, when are they going to lift, when are they going to eat, when are you going to meet, like just the detail that goes into that, which again, I've always kind of felt like I knew that, and then last year it really kind of kept reiterating that for me.
When other high school coaches tell you that, and you knowing everything that you've been through to get to where you are, what's your reaction?
That was hard. That was hard because, people are fight or flight. I'm fight. I'm running towards that kind of stuff. But I get it. And I didn't understand it initially, but then going to Texas High School Coaches Association and going to coaches school and being around the coaches that have mentored me here in Texas, I understand, because it's a lifestyle and it's something that takes years. You got to put your time and energy into this to get moved up. And And so I understand where that came from.